What is up, my peeps? Joshua Smith here with another GSD Mode Podcast interview. First off, thank you so much for tuning in, for checking out the show. Your support is massively appreciated. The only reason that this show exists is because of all of your amazing support. So we truly appreciate your support. I truly appreciate your support. Make sure that you're sharing the show with as many people that you feel would benefit from the show. The goal is to always grow this show and go out there and have a big impact. Real quick though, before we jump into today's podcast, I want to plug our sponsors that make all of this possible. Our first sponsor is my personal 90-day mastery bootcamp. This is my real estate agent mentorship training program. It's a group training platform. This way it makes it extremely affordable for you. Inside this program, however, I am unpacking my entire playbook. I'm walking you through step by step everything that I do inside my real estate business, everything that I've done, everything I've learned in my 12 plus year career with selling over 5,000 homes, with selling over $1 billion in real estate. And I walk you through step by step exactly what I've done, how I built what I've built, and what I'm doing today to go out there and create this success. But don't mistake the low cost for low value. This is an insanely in-depth, step-by-step program where I'm walking you through, again, step-by-step on how I go out there. My team sells 1 to 2 homes every single day in today's market, continue to grow my business year after year, and how I've been able to exit from selling, exit from actually day-to-day involvement in my real estate team, and create an epic, amazing real estate team that not only sustains but grows without my involvement. So whatever level that you're at, whether you're a brand new real estate agent, you're an individual high producing agent that wants to expand and create a team, or if you already have an amazing team, or you're a broker owner that's looking to step up your internal training, looking to step up your systems, your processes, your tracking, make your business more predictable, this program is absolutely for anybody that's serious about leveling up inside their business. So check us out, www.90daymastery.com. Make sure you use promo code LIVEMASTERY, all one word, all together, all caps. That's going to get you the biggest discount on 90daymastery.com. You're going to see tons of testimonials on there, video testimonials, what's included in the program, the future dates of the program. I do several of these every single year, so make sure to check us out and make sure to jump inside that program ASAP. My next sponsor that makes this show possible is PerfectStormNow.com. If you're a real estate agent and you are looking for a lead generation machine website backed by an insanely powerful CRM system that allows you to convert your leads to appointments at the highest possible level, manage all your tasks, make sure that you're effective and efficient as you possibly can be inside your business, transaction management component, all of that stuff. It is hands down by far the most effective and affordable real estate website and CRM program that exists out there in the industry. It's what I use to go out there and sell 650 plus homes every single year, and the system is gnarly. If you're signing up for that program, make sure to use promo code MASTERY, PSN, all caps, all one word, all together. That'll save you the $200 registration fee and get you a great discount. Our last sponsor is REO University. So I teamed up with a good buddy of mine who is the most knowledgeable dude, hands down, that I've ever met when it comes to REO properties. This guy used to work for the banks directly as an asset manager, and he developed so many of the systems that you see that asset managers and asset management firms and banks use today. This guy sold over 11,000 properties, foreclosure properties, as an asset manager. And he and I teamed up with my experience of working with over 35 banks in my career, selling thousands of REOs, plus his experience. We've created just an insane program. Again, REO University, the website is www.REO Mastery University. It's a one-time payment for $997, or you can split that up into 3 monthly payments. This is not a live boot camp like my 90-Day Mastery boot camp. This is something that you have access to instantaneously. We walk you through exactly how to go out there and get in with the banks. So how to get the business, but then how to service that business at the highest level, how to go out there and complete BPOs, how to complete cash for keys, how to make sure that you're insane at your valuations, how to go out there and make sure that you're your asset managers are winning and hitting their goals, key indicators you need to look for, and more. There's 22 in-depth, just amazing, powerful modules that will teach you how to become an REO machine inside your real estate business. Now, if you're like me, I don't want my business to ever be in a vulnerable position, right? I don't care if it's a good market, bad market. It doesn't mean that my business needs to be good or bad. My business can always be great. During a market crash, right? There's no such thing as if the market's going to crash. It's just a matter of when, right? But again, you don't need to put yourself in a vulnerable position. You can make sure that your real estate business is 100% recession proof, and go out there and, of course, generate business, do a ton of business regardless of what's happening in the marketplace. And this is exactly how you go out there and do it. And we walk you through step by step. So check us out, REOMasteryUniversity.com. You can learn more about the program, hopefully register for the program, jump on in. This price will not last long, right? We just created this product, rolled it out several months ago, and just getting in the hands of the consumer, and people are having a lot of amazing success. So again, check us out, REOMasteryUniversity.com. All right, again, you guys, thank you so much for watching this show. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure to share the show. Make sure to comment. Like us on YouTube. Leave some positive comments. We love hearing back from you guys, and love getting your feedback. Keep kicking ass, and let's jump on into today's interview. What is up, my peeps? Joshua Smith here with another GSD Mode Podcast, where every single week we interview top entrepreneurs, top real estate agents, and straight up top badasses out there dominating their space. These are people choosing to not live a life of mediocrity, but instead to go out there and create big, amazing, epic lives for themselves, for their families, as well as have a big impact on others. And today, guys, we got another rock star guest on, a very special guest I've been excited to have on for some time. It's a dude that I've known for several years, watched his and his wife's real estate business, their team, just absolutely explode, which I'm excited to talk about and have him share a lot of these strategies that are killing it for him. But the thing I'm most excited about is this dude is absolutely killing it with video in a way that I just don't see anybody else in this space doing it. And you'll understand from his background. So our guest today, real estate agent, also a co-team leader of their real estate team, husband and wife team in California. But previous to getting licensed as a real estate agent, spent over 18 years in the entertainment industry as a film editor and working on some of the biggest film productions in the world, right, that you would be 100% familiar with. So he spent almost 2 decades on this stuff for the most successful companies, the most successful movie producing companies out there on the planet. And again, he's bringing this to his real estate business. And I'm just lucky because I get to watch these every couple of days. He's releasing another video, man. It's just one of these things where I am damn excited to watch his content and see what he's doing. So really stoked and honored to have Trevor Jones on the show, my friend.
Thanks, Josh, man. I'm excited to be here. I can't believe I'm finally here, dude. Like, you're the guy that got me excited about this industry, man. I heard you on Toby Salgado like 3 years ago. And I'm like, Leela, you got to listen to this guy. And we just dove all in. And Leela's my wife. She's like, Trevor, we got to do this course. And I'm like, Leela, it's like $1,000. Like, she had to like beg me a little bit. And then we did. It is, and I know this isn't like a promote your program, dude, but without a doubt, the best $1,000 I've ever spent on our business, bar none, is your program. And being in the mastery group now, we still get tons of value, and we've done, I think almost all of your in-person masterminds, and the value we get there is just killer. And most of our business model, like the stuff we do, it's like, okay, what would Josh say? What would Josh do? What do we do? And how do we grow it? And Leela, luckily, she's like all about, like, we're all into the playbook and stuff now, and everything, the value did, just thanks for all the value. And I can't believe I'm on the show now, finally, after 3 years, man. It's kind of exciting for me.
Yeah, no, it's awesome, man. I appreciate the kind words. And it's been awesome to, watch you guys grow and expand. It's like the first Mastery alumni in-person event that we had, like when you guys were, this is really at the beginning of even, Leela getting started there. And, I remember coming up and struggling with call reluctance and struggling, with, just getting that traction.
And then it was like less than 12 months later, I see you guys again at the next event, and just crushing it, the dynamic had just totally changed so fast. And now you guys are growing your team, continue to expand, which is just awesome, man. So give us an idea, our listeners an idea, like where are you guys at? What market are you in? Just so they have some perspective there.
Yeah, we're in Southern California. Our office is in Westlake Village, which is, it's like, 40 minutes, northwest of Los Angeles. And we actually live in a city called Moore Park, near another city called Simi Valley. I lived in Simi Valley for 42 years. We just moved to Moore Park, just a little suburb, just like right next door last year, just for a little change of pace, really. And we've, like, in Simi, there's like 130,000 people. In Moore Park, maybe 35,000 people. And so it's not in a huge area. So we service, the cities around us, and we'll do some stuff out towards LA and more towards Ventura a little bit, but mostly we're in our little demographic here with, a few 100,000 people. And it's a crazy market. There's like 2 months of inventory, median prices, if you go through all the cities that we service, 550, 600 grand. Actually, no, I did a market update. In Simi, it's like 550, and the whole market is like $711,000. We did a video, man. We had one of our new agent. We just started a team. We got a new agent, and she wrote in the sand for a market update. One of the things we do for video, like, instead of like, people do the market update, hey, this is Trevor. There's 2 months of inventory, interest rates are this. Like, nobody wants to watch that, So we went to Erica's like, let's go to the beach. We go to the beach, and she wrote in the sand, $711,000. We flew the drone, we made a little fun thing. But yeah, it's a good market. It's a good market. Houses, they sell like that. And, it's tough for buyers because you got to, there's multiple offers on anything that's any good.
Yeah.
So that part's rough, but luckily, listings we're having some pretty good luck with.
Yeah. No, I love it, man. And those of you that are watching and listening, when you're like listening to either the podcast or one of my free webinars, when you're, hey, Josh, you're in Phoenix, you sell $250,000 homes. That doesn't work in my market. I'm luxury. And I've seen, Lila and Trevor. Their average price point in their marketplace is mid-sevens, but they're listing constantly multi-million dollar properties. And it doesn't matter the price point. The fundamentals work wherever you go, right? And you guys are a testament to that.
Yeah, it works, man. And here's the thing that, you've kind of taught me is like, dude, everything works if you do it, but people lack that consistency. It's like those little the thing that you say and Cheplack says, it's like, just do those little teeny things every day, win the day, you win the week, you win the year. I've listened to so much of your stuff. My wife and I just like constantly, that's what we hear going in our heads. Like, no, we just got to do these little things. And people are always looking for the shiny squirrel and the fancy whatever thing and the new app or whatever. It's like, dude, just do the basic stuff Josh tells you to do, and you're going to have success. And if you're in, like you say, you choose an offline, choose a couple offlines, choose a couple onlines, and just be consistent with them, and you'll kill it.
Yeah. Love it, man. Love it, dude. So, when it comes to video, if I look at our industry as a whole, and we look at all the technology platforms that exist out there, and like, I don't give Zillow, I don't invest with Zillow. I'm not giving them any of my money to market with their platform, but I do spend a lot of time on there. And why? Because they're the juggernaut, 100 million unique eyeballs on there every single month. And I'm looking at like, okay, what is on there? What can the consumer find easily? And then what can't they find? And then how can we as a real estate industry be that bridge and be that information portal for what they can't find out there? And, now because of companies like Zillow, buyers don't think that they need us to find homes, which there's some truth to that. Sellers feel that they don't need us for home valuations, and there's probably some truth for that. What is impossible, dude, to go out there and find almost in every area I've ever researched and checked is what the lifestyle is like there. Yeah, right? Like what the hell is it like to live there? What am I going to do for fun? What's the local gyms? What are the restaurants? What are the schools? Dude, like, you can go search pretty much any metro area, any city, and you won't find it. And I think it's such a huge opportunity for us as real estate agents in an industry to dive in right now, be that information portal, grow that audience, and give the consumer something they can't find anywhere else. And again, this is something that you're taking to a whole nother level, man. And I don't really know where to start here, but kind of elaborate on what you're doing with video and just how are you doing things that are outside the box, that are keeping it entertaining, that allows you to be that information portal.
Yeah, that's the deal. I mean, our whole goal is to be different because everybody's, the average real estate agent's like, well, like a 55-year-old woman that doesn't know anything about technology. And dude, we're 54, we're up there. So I'm not slamming them, but most people aren't into tech. They're not into video. How are you going to stand out? And the stuff that people want to see, like you say, it's, what's it like to live there? What are the features in this community? And some of the kinds of videos that we do, and we are shifting because just to backtrack a little bit, one thing I do constantly is I'm just constantly learning, constantly growing inside the industry and outside of the industry. So what we've done, right now we do a monthly market update, but instead of just, sitting in front of a green screen or a wall, we generally go out. We've done market updates at the airport. We do them at the beach. We do them at activities that are happening, like festivals or fairs that are happening. We did one at a carnival last month so that people go, oh, they're out in the community. Here's what's going on in the community. Give people something visually stimulating to look at. Give them something that shows that, oh, wow, these people are engaged in the community. And look at this cool feature. Look at this cool thing that you can do in this community. So we do market updates and we try to make them fun. Another thing we've started doing are business to business interviews. And the beauty of a business to business interview is, number one, we're not just standing there talking to them. Yeah, we stand there talking to them. We shoot this cool B-roll and show them around. And like we did one for Sub-Zero ice cream. And actually a friend of mine owns the franchise out here. And, we had him make ice cream for Leela. We flew the drone in, we do all this cool stuff so people will engage with the video. I mean, you can toss in information all day long, but, nobody wants to listen to stats. Nobody wants to hear that, just the basics of a business. They want to see. And the goal with these videos is to get people to feel something. I come from my background was marketing these movies for Marvel and Disney, and before that for Fox. And you want to tell a story and you want to get people to feel something to suck them in. So get them to know that, hey, that business owner is a real person. And look how cool this is. Look at Sub-Zero ice cream. You make it, they use liquid nitrogen and look how cool this is. What a great place to bring your family. And we do it, and my style is from the, TV spot trailer world where things are fast, we'd have sometimes 15 seconds to tell a story. And so we try to tell a little bit of a story. And then like for the Sub-Zero one, Leela, he actually made ice cream for it and then let her try to make the ice cream. So it sucks people in. The other advantage of that is you get his database and your database seeing all your content. So he wants to show his people on his Facebook, YouTube, whatever, and even corporate is in Utah for Sub-Zero, they shared our video. It's like, so you get all this exposure, for free. And people are going, hey, make me a video. Like I just did a video for an electrician. Like we shot it. I haven't edited it yet, but he's anxious. He's like, when's it coming out? Cause he's dying to share it with his people. And at the end, in fact, at your last event? Yeah. Where, Who's the Chantel Ray, man. She's like, she does these videos, and at the end, it's like, hey, if you want us to make a video for you, let us know. So we're gonna start doing that too. And that's another way to you're getting business. You're having businesses, in theory, calling you to, hey, make me a video, and then they're sharing your content with the world. And so you're like, doubling your database. So we do those kinds of videos as well. Another thing I do, and it's just more of the know you, like you, trust you stuff, more the branding stuff, which is, the vlog style stuff. We'll go out and go, here's realtor life. Like, oh, here's what a realtor does when the wife's out of town. So I got, I get 27 videos like that, I think, up there. They're just like vloggy style stuff for fun. And as far as always learning, there is a realtor that is killing it on YouTube. Like I've been mostly like, Facebook, and like my best video is, I got on Facebook, the one with the most views is one on a beach out here called Leo Carrillo. So I shot this, like a 3-minute video, kind of a vloggy style thing, but showing this beach. It's got like 11,000 views on Facebook. And it's got, not nearly as many, but it's got a bunch of views on YouTube as well. But this other girl, her name's Karen Carr, she started making videos a year ago, and she is doing that, which I've all these videos that are like how to do YouTube, what they tell you to do. They say niche down, identify your avatar, like you always said, who's your avatar, make videos for them, and most importantly, research in advance what people are searching for. What are people in Surprise, Arizona, or in Westlake Village, California. What are they searching for? What do they want to know about the city, about the market, about property taxes, about how to get a loan? And you create videos around that. And for her, she's generating 75% of her business from unpaid YouTube videos. So she's just absolutely destroying it. So I'm going to focus more on that as well. And we also do, community videos highlighting features of the communities, which is, what we started doing that a little bit, but I'm really gonna adjust my focus so that I'm doing things that are directly what people are searching for. I mean, there's stuff that's, fun to make, and there's stuff that people are looking for. And as YouTube is the second largest search engine on the planet, and Google's number one, and Google owns YouTube. And people don't go on YouTube. They don't. I mean, now they do. They could look up Josh Smith on YouTube now because you're a freaking rock star, dude. But in the beginning, nobody was looking up Josh Smith. Nobody's looking up Trevor Jones. They're looking up, moving to Surprise, Arizona. Like, what's there to do in Gilbert, Arizona? Like, how do I get a loan? How do I get my first house? I'm a millennial. How do I improve my credit? Those are the videos that we should all be making, and people will find you.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more, man. And a couple things I just want to hit on that you talked about. With the business interviews, right? I mean, yeah, you're giving this business owner free marketing. You're plugging it to your list, to your database, to your audience. They can repurpose it as well. And growing that list as you talked about. But the other thing that I always look at that I don't think a lot of people understand the power of is, if you're going to have relationships with people in your area, you want to have those relationships with other influencers. Yeah, right? That other business owner, just like you're a business owner, is probably going to be the one that's out there buying, the higher end real estate or whatever. Like, a doctor doesn't buy $1 million house, right? It's the doctor that learns to become an entrepreneur that buys the $1 million house, right? So you got that relationship with them, but then they also have their employees. And man, I mean, just to attach those influencers, it just starts to snowball and it becomes really huge. I think that's, again, it's just selling lifestyle, man.
Totally.
One thing that, like, you do such an awesome job at, well, all of it's freaking awesome. We'll have those of you watching, like, you guys are just going to have to, you're going to see these right now. Like, you might just want to pause this and watch some of these links below, because you got to kind of check it out. Like, you've seen probably a lot of my stuff. My stuff looks like absolute crap compared to what Trevor does, right? So I'm like, Bob,
I mean, that's some cool stuff, Josh. I've seen some.
No, we do, yeah. I mean, you're because of, and I don't know if it's because of your background or just how you're wired, but you are very, again, creative with this stuff. Like, what I saw that you did the other day where, I don't know, like, you're inside showing the living room, and then all of a sudden, like, you teleport and you're in the backyard, and it's like, whatever to transition. And it's like, okay, not everybody, but a lot of people do a tour of the house, right? Yeah. You make it entertaining and fun. Like, all right, dude, I'm not looking to buy real estate in Westlake Village. I'm not looking to live in Westlake Village or visit there in Westlake Village. So I don't necessarily have a need to watch your videos other than every time they come up. And I'm busy, business, kids, whatever. I will spend the 3 minutes every single time and watch your videos, busy as I am, because they're entertaining as hell. So can you kind of elaborate on that and the importance of that, of hooking people in, and, just maybe how your thought process goes to make it where it's just not the same damn shit every time, like everybody else is doing.
Yeah, dude, there's something I just heard about, and you've probably heard about it before, like the goldfish something. Like, goldfish has attention span of like 9 seconds, and we have one of like 7 now because of our social media. So the first thing you got to do is hook people in. And this is like stuff, this isn't like, nothing I'm talking about or nothing I do is original. Like Pablo Picasso says, man, what does he say, dude? What's the line?
I can't.
Good artists.
Oh yeah, good artists copy, great artists steal.
Yeah, so I think about that all the time. Like, dude, believe it or not, I do not think about myself as a creative person. I was a photographer for a few years, I haven't gone through my bio, but I was a photographer for a few years. And even then I didn't think of myself as a creative person. I thought myself as more of a technician, but you can give that illusion that you're creative if you're good enough at like taking ideas that exist and just kind of tweaking them and making your own. So when creating video content, once you identify what it's going to be about, when you make your video, the first thing you want to do is hook them. You got to hook them in the first 10 seconds or they're gone. Like, dude, on Facebook, as you know, 85% of Facebook video is viewed with the sound off. So, hey, you got to either do subtitles or make something that's going to be super like crazy, like, right, teleport in that one. You got to hook them in the beginning. And then assuming they're watching or you have subtitles and they're listening, you got to tell them in the beginning, dude, in this video, this is what you're going to get. It's like, oh yeah, I want to see, how I'm going to save, 10 grand on my house, or how, whatever. You got to hook them in the very, very beginning. And then you want to, you gotta totally deliver, and you try to do it in a way that's telling a story. If all you're doing, as I've already mentioned, is just giving stats, nobody's going to care. But just think about it a little bit. Watch other videos, watch other creators on YouTube or Facebook, and tell it in a way that's gonna give a story. One thing you can do, like simple tricks, or just change location, man. It's like, if I'm just sitting at a desk, and a lot of the stuff I'm going to be doing for my new YouTube channel, I'll be probably, sitting with this wall behind me. But one thing you can do if you're doing that is cover it with B-roll. You know what B-roll is, right? B-roll is just something that's not your face talking, so people can see what you're talking about. So you got to just tell a story, be entertaining, and then at the end, and also in the beginning, you want to say, why should you listen to me? Like in my new channel, like I've got a channel with like 100 and something videos that's Leela and I have been putting up for the last 3 years, with the market updates, the business to business interviews, the community events, that kind of stuff. And I'm going to continue doing that and growing that. But my new channel, after learning all this stuff, I'm trying to implement all of these techniques that I've learned by watching other creators. They say, once you tell them what they're going to get, then you tell them why they should listen to you. And in my case, for like, why should realtors watch my new YouTube channel, which teaches real estate agents how to use a video to market themselves and to sell more houses? Why should they? Well, in my intros, I'll say, hey, in this video, you're going to learn, the steps you need to take to make videos that are going to help you sell more houses. And then intro, why should you listen to me? Well, I've been in the entertainment industry for 18 years as an editor marketing some of the biggest movies on the planet. I've also been a voice actor. You've heard my voice in TV spots for, Marvel's Captain America, Civil War. You've heard Cars 2, tons of Disney and Marvel movies. So I have an idea what I'm talking about. So and I'll do it obviously in a more polished way that I'm telling you. You quickly do it, and maybe even show them. Like in one of my videos, I'm like, hey, here's some of my voiceover. Here's some movie posters, some of the movies I worked on. So you suck them in. So tell them why they should listen to you as a real estate agent. Why should they listen to you? Because my name is Josh Smith. We sell 600 or 1,000 houses a year. I've sold more houses than anybody in this market. So this is why I'd be a great fit for you. So tell them why they should listen to you, and then deliver the content telling a story. And then at the end, you need to have a call to action. It's like, hey, if you want to learn, for Realtor, I put together these 10 awesome steps that'll help you prep your house for market. So just click below and I'll send this to you. And then boom, you get their contact information. So it's kind of that whole formula. And, if you do that, you're gonna have way more engagement. If you're just yammering at the camera, nobody wants to listen to that. There's way more. When you're on Facebook, it's scroll. So unless you're teleporting or selling super exciting stuff, people aren't going to watch your stuff. Yeah. So you just try to make it fun, man.
Yeah. And then with Facebook, it gets so buried. I know, so many people are just like some of these quote unquote gurus. And I get told this constantly, multiple times a week by, again, whoever these damn gurus are, right? That they're like, oh, dude, you gotta be Facebook Live, man. More Facebook Live. You put everything on YouTube, and then you put the YouTube link on Facebook, and it's not helping you. And I'm like, look, all right. So on Facebook Live, it gets buried so quick in the newsfeed.
Yep.
YouTube ends up being your own personal assistant, repushing your content. And definitely my number one most still downloaded video to this day, which is like 10 to 15,000 additional downloads a month, was a video I created like 3 or 4 years ago of a speaking event. It's hundreds of thousands of views. I don't do anything with it, right? YouTube just keeps re-recommending it, repurposing it, for that long-term effect. It's just insane. You can't match it, in my opinion. And I'm not the expert, but from my experience and the little bit of video that I do, like I'll go there all day long.
Oh, dude, 100%, man. I mean, that like I'm a big, I'm a video guy. So I'm a huge fan of YouTube. And yeah, like you said, in Facebook, it's like, oh, gone. You do a Facebook Live and it's great. Facebook loves it and people might see it for a day or two or three. But a week from now, nobody's gonna ever see that video again, man. It's done forever. And Facebook, it's the social media platform that keeps on giving, man. If you create good content, people are gonna find you and they're gonna see it, year after year after year, 100%.
Yeah. So, I know you get asked this question all the time. Yeah. Right. Which is, okay, Trevor, how much business is coming directly from all these videos that you do? And I think what's really important for people to understand is the vast majority of your business comes from, past client repeat referral business from your sphere of influence. And when I say the vast majority of the business guys, I mean, these guys aren't just your typical agents. These guys are making, they're top 1% income earners in the United States. So they're making some loot and, right. But past clients, we got to keep our content in front of them. You're always relevant in front of them. So it is one of those things that is kind of hard to track, right? But it absolutely works and it absolutely is necessary.
Yeah, it is. It is a little hard to track because people say, "Oh, where did that lead come from?" Like we have a house that that closed this year that we double ended. Dude, people say open houses don't work. They're great. Don't do them because literally half or more of our business comes from open houses. We've double ended several houses. And then it's like, okay, we listed the house with a friend who knows we're in real estate because they've seen all of our friggin' videos. We're in front of our people all the time. Like, so that number one. Number two, open house. Okay, I ran a Facebook ad with a video, that gets people to the open house. So was it the open house? Was it Facebook? Was it the video? But because we're in front of our sphere all the time, we're getting sphere business. I mean, one of the hardest moments for me in this business so far was when there's this friend that I knew, his name's Dale, I knew for 20 years. And I was barely an agent and he listed his house with our coach, man, with our coach at Keller Williams. Like, dude, it's like, oh, I didn't know. It's like like you say, man, your mom's going to forget that you're a real estate agent if you don't tell her, man. So the reason we're getting business in from Facebook, from our open houses, from our spheres, because we're constantly in front of people. We have people that we don't even know. Like it's almost funny. People come up to you all the time like, "Hey, I've been watching your videos. How's it going, Trevor?" I'm like, "Hey, you, I don't know who you are because I don't watch your videos." But and old guys, like these really old guys, like I'll see this. I went back to my old gym the other day and I was like, "Hey, I watched your corny videos, or whatever." But I still watch them, These old guys are sitting at home retired, watching our videos. People know who we are. Even we go to the Mastery alumni events, and most of these agents know who we are because we're on video. You make video, you become the local celebrity. Like it or not, people see you and they're like, "Whoa!" In fact, I can't remember that girl I mentioned earlier, Karen Carr. She's had a client's like, "Hey, I got you on the phone. I can't believe I'm talking to you." And it's kind of like when we first met you, Josh. We're like, "No way, Josh Smith is going out to dinner with us after this event." Like, dude, the guy's like a rock star celebrity, And you create that persona, not even intentionally. It just happens. They see you on video. They're used to the TV world, and you become a local celebrity. So it 100% enhances all of our business. Like, I don't know that we've done a transaction with a person that hasn't seen our videos. We're out there so much. And one thing that I haven't really mentioned is how do we get them out there? And we create our videos. We put them on Facebook on our business page. I share it to my personal page. I share it to my wife's personal page. Now we started growing our team. We got an agent, Erica, who's awesome. We shared on her page. We finally got an assistant. Yay. Nick, this awesome kid that's helping out immensely, shared on his page. So we do that. And then we start sharing in groups like you've taught us. And so we'll get hundreds, thousands of views, off with our videos like that. So people see it out in the community. We're sharing all these community groups. And the other thing we do, which is one of the most valuable things we ever got from round one of your training, was we do Monday morning motivation and Friday What's Happening. Do you even do Friday What's Happening anymore? I heard you discontinued that. Did you?
Yeah. I mean, we actually, I still as a team, I have several agents that do, and it works out pretty decent. But, I quit when we broke it down overall with opt-out rates, and like something kind of had to go because we were hitting the list so hard.
Too many, yeah.
Yeah. I probably should bring it back though, because they are effective.
It's great, man. It's like, and we took yours, and it's like, you take it and you kind of make it your own.
Yeah.
So for our Monday motivations, instead of just taking something off the web or whatever, I'll like go to Pinterest, find a quote, and I'll find a picture. I'll think of something that's happened recently in our week, and I'll take a picture. I'll use word swag and put some words over it sometimes, and and use some quote, and then just like a quick sentence. Hey, this week we saw our family. Remind you, family comes first or whatever. And then have a picture of our family, and then usually when they click it, guess where it's going, man? It's usually going to YouTube, even if it's unrelated, just so it goes somewhere if they're going to be clicking, And then when we first get a video out, it's like, oh, by the way, check it out. We just checked out Leo Create, was super awesome. We're back from Utah. Check this out. And so we'll put video pictures are super key. So there's always at least one or two small photos in every one of our emails that go out. And on the weekend, we do the same thing. It's like, hey, the Strawberry Festival is this weekend in Oxnard. And by the way, here's what's going on with us. And then sometimes we'll have listing videos underneath it. But, almost most of our emails, we have a link to one of our videos. In our database, we've got like 2,000 people in there. Right now, we just blast it out to everybody. And yeah, and of course, at the beginning, you got unsubs. And then we got Erica's new people she brought into our database, our new agent. And so we got some unsubs there, but now it's super rare, man. Like people that are in, they're in, and as you know, Josh, only, 5% of your database are going to do business with you. It's like, if you unsub, you don't like it, then, maybe you're not my client. It's like, whatever, man, that's just one tick closer to getting the guy that is going to use me. So we're out there constantly. And I used to be afraid of like, oh, is it too much video, too much content, too much out there? Like, dude, you follow Grant Cardone, man. The guy just blasts the internet 1,000 times a day and he's destroying it. If people don't like it, whatever, man, next.
Yeah. Love it, dude. So then if we were to recap, like what you guys do in your business, I mean, it's, of course you're, hitting your past clients, your sphere of influence, open houses, and video. Yeah. Right. And just those
Facebook ads too.
Yeah. Okay. Then you got that Facebook ad component, which, kind of ties back around with video. And I mean, you got a lot of people that are like, oh, well, I do open houses, fall for my sphere of influence, do some Facebook ads, right. And, then experiment with a little video, but here's what I want you guys to really understand and pay attention to here. You might be doing those things, right? But are you truly focused on mastering those things, taking it to the next level, enhancing it the way that Trevor's talking about it? Because a lot of people are doing these things and not making much money, right? Trevor and Leila are taking things that are the basic fundamentals that almost everybody else does in this business and slaying it, putting in $70,000 a month in escrow and just doing killer numbers, right? Because they put all this together synergistically, and are really intentional about it, right? So, it's as Trevor said earlier, one of the quotes I always say is, everything works, nothing doesn't, right? It's so true, right? But it can't do shit half-assed like everybody else. And that's why, again, I mean, we'll have links where you guys can see these videos and just see the difference. Now, Trevor, like if I'm listening to this right now, luckily I've got, Bobby and some other people that can edit that, work with me or for me at my team at the level that I am now. But if I'm listening to you and I'm a new agent, I don't have access to these people. I'm like, dude, I can't draw a stick figure. Like, I don't know how to edit a video. I don't know, like all this sounds so intimidating, so scary. And then for me to hire you with your skill set, I may not be able to afford to pay $5,000 a video, right? So like, where does somebody start?
Well, here's the thing, man. Like, because I spent 18 years editing and I've got kind of this mindset of what videos need to look like, I probably spend way more time and effort than I need to on these videos. All you need to do, most of my recent videos that you've seen the last few years, like I shot them on this. I shot them on my freaking iPhone, right? And I've got a little, I got a little mic that I put on top. I recently upgraded my camera. We got another camera that's nice and stuff, but it's just so much easier. These cameras nowadays are freaking amazing. I watched a video, a guy stuck this camera, mounted it on top of a $50,000 camera, shot the same thing and showed it on YouTube. You can't tell the freaking difference, man. You don't need, this thing shoots 4K, it shoots 120 frames a second. The microphone, if I'm this far from it, it sounds amazing. Nobody's gonna know that I'm not using, like, dude, I've got this thing right here. This is a Neumann, or not a Neumann. This is a Sennheiser 416. It's a $1,000 mic that I use for my voiceover. And dude, you can't freaking tell the difference on YouTube, man. Nobody knows. So A, use what you have. B, keep it super simple. You like Karen, the girl I was telling you about, she uses a freaking iPad to record her videos, a $60 mic, and a couple little umbrella lights. And stuff it looks fine, but it's energy, it's personality, and it's delivering content that people want to watch. Specifically, content that people are searching for so they find you. It's like, yes, use it to be all over Facebook and stay in touch with your sphere and remind people constantly that you're a real estate agent and that you're fun and that you're professional and that you're the industry expert. You're knowledgeable. You're putting stuff out there like, whoa, they didn't know that. Like recently, Italy's had turmoil. So usually I do I do edited content. I haven't done a lot of Facebook Live, but Italy's in turmoil. They're talking about being quiddly, that they might use they might exit the European Union. People are speculating. So the market tanked a little bit for a day or two. And so, hey, mortgage rates dropped a little bit, a tiny bit, but like I did a 1-minute Facebook Live video on that, and not edited, not scripted. I use this camera right here on my computer, and and a bunch, several hundred people I think have seen it now. It doesn't have to be fancy. The thing with video is you just got to start in the beginning. Like, yeah, I do voiceover. So like, oh, Trevor knows how to talk. Sitting in a closet with a microphone in your face is a lot different than getting on camera. People go, oh, you got that skill set. Yeah, but everybody said, as I trained and as I do stuff, they'd say, Trevor, you sound too commercial. It sounds like you're reading a script. So it's hard to get past that. So you want some tips, like to make it easier?
Yeah.
Here's a couple tips. Number one, get Snapchat and just start snapping, dude. They're gone in 24 hours. If you just start a brand new Snapchat account, you don't have it. Nobody's gonna even see it. Start snapping, you get comfortable. And do that for a week, and then just start doing little Facebook Live videos on your business page. And unless you're promoting it, you got 1 million people aren't going to see it on your business page. Do some of that stuff, and then try to just up your game a little bit over time. The one thing Leland and I have tried like different ways to do it. Like, oh, we want to sound professional, so we're going to create a script and type it all out and put it on a piece of paper and try to not look like we're reading the script. But guess what? It looked like we were reading the script. Oh, we'll get a teleprompter for our iPads. We got that. And we're still reading the script above the camera, below the camera, and it just sounds canned. So what I do that works really well, for me and Leela, is we do rough it out. You bullet point the whole thing, and then you talk to the camera. Here's literally what I do. I look at a line like, hey, today we're going to talk about the real estate market in Simi Valley. Did you know that there's only 2 months of inventory, right? Wait, read it again. And deliver. It might take me a take or two, but deliver a rough semblance of what's on the phone, to the audience, and then you just splice it all together. You just cut all the mistakes out, and boom, you're done. It looks like you just delivered the seamless thing. Now, the problem is that creates, what a jump cut is, Josh?
Yep.
Okay, so it creates jump cuts. It's like jump. Oh, we talked, you talked again, it doesn't line up. Guess what? YouTube, that's cool. That's not a problem. There's ways around that. You can zoom in between so it looks like you're doing a different camera or whatever, cover it with another shot, but it doesn't matter, man. It's just start with your phone, start recording. In fact, industry secret, like, most of the work I did, dude, I'm full-time since September of last year. So I'm basically a brand new full-time agent for 8 months or whatever. But until then, I was doing almost all Disney and Marvel marketing, all of their content. And one of the things Disney said is like, they want it to look more like YouTube. It's like, less polished, more like YouTube. They were telling us, Disney was telling us to do jump cuts, man. So, and the old days, people wanted to be movie stars. People want to be YouTube stars. There's more, what I read something like more minutes are uploaded to YouTube in a week than like primetime TV's produced in 30 years. There's so much content out there. So just be out there. It doesn't have to be that polished. And people don't even necessarily want it to be polished. They want to see that, oh, you're a human being. You're not CNN with a tie. They want to see a regular person. So, man, just start. Is that a long answer? Sorry.
Yeah, no, I love it, man. It's awesome, dude. Well, and again, I mean, I think that this is so important, that you're going deep in this stuff. Because if you didn't talk about what you just talked about, I think that a lot of people just shut down, overwhelmed. They don't have the skill set. They'd have too many limiting beliefs. And, You know, it is one of these things where, you know, I do with all these different apps out there. I can't remember the name of the app, but I had one of the boot camp members that recommended it. And I looked at it, it was $19. And this guy's like, dude, I've never edited a film in my life. Downloaded this app, started my iPhone, you know, $20 lapel mic. And I'm seeing his video. I'm like, dude, I would have thought this guy had years of editing experience. Cool. And within 20 minutes, he has it down for $20 iPhone. I think the other thing that is kind of important to hit on is, you know, when you have this type of skill set dialed in like you do, and just the ability to do it and do it fast, it allows you to stand out from your competition. Like I remember the one listing that you and Layla went on, the multi-million-dollar listing. They interviewed a ton of agents.
Yes.
But they're like, everybody's got the same damn listing president. What is different? You know, and you took the time to like make a killer video that nobody else did, turn it around quickly, you know, and we're able to sell an experience instead of just talking like everybody else does. There's a lot of things outside of what we talked about that, you know, what are some other things that you guys have done that just allowed you to differentiate yourself, you know, with things like that listing presentation?
Yeah, that's the thing, man. Everybody and their dog knows a real estate agent, and making videos allows us to completely stand out. Like that one listing, it's like, hey, here's what we do different. And, you know, besides doing video, we're like, you know, we're heavily into social media. You know, we're like, and I just learned you can share your videos on Pinterest. Like just with the click, you share to Pinterest. It's another avenue. My wife's like all over Pinterest. I'm like, we just upload stuff. But I mean, we're on Pinterest, we're on Google+, we're on Twitter, we're on Facebook, we're on, you know, YouTube, we're on Instagram, and we're tech savvy. You know, we know what's going on in the market. So our USP is that nobody will market your house like us. I used to do our own listing videos. So I do drone stuff, and you're professional, you know, my wife and I are both professional photographers before. We stand out with that stuff. And now, like, you know, it's not worth my time anymore. So I hired a guy, and dude, I hired a guy he was the graphics guy where I was working. The guy was working on Marvel content, and now he's doing my listing videos. And, you know, it stand out. You do pro stuff, and we don't, dude, I cannot believe what some agents put out. Have you ever like gone to the MLS and you're like, no way. Did this guy use his flip phone to take these photos in the dark with a dude sitting in the background? You know, so we try to do everything like next level. So when you use us, you know, we're not the discount brokerage, it's concierge service. You know, in addition, you know, once we get the deal, we're going to take care of you, and we're going to get the deal because, you know, we have a team. In fact, our new agent, Erica, she's a new agent, man. We put on the market today a $1.4 million house. I was literally doing the Facebook ad like an hour before I came on with you. $1.4 million house. And the reason she got the deal was because we're a team, and she could show them, you know, the kind of stuff we're doing. She could show them, oh, we know how to market a house. Like nobody markets like us. And number two, nobody's going to take care of you like us. We have one client, and she's, bless her heart, she's 89 years old, and she'll never see this, right? She's like, we've had her house sold twice, but she wanted to dick her, you know, in her words. And so we lost that. We got another offer in it today, man. Cross your fingers. It's an 800. It's listed at like 869. We got an offer for 845 today. So come on, take it, baby. But we have taken care of this woman. Like we have you know, my wife long ago before I met her, she had like an old folks, you know, care facility. So she knows how to take care of old people. We have a daughter that's 26 years old and special needs. So we can take care of difficult people. And for this elderly client, like, dude, she's like, hey, Trevor, can you have Nick come over and help me move these pots? Like, hey, Trevor, I was going to have a garage sale today, and my son bailed on me. Can you send somebody over to help me with the garage sale? And dude, I'm paying dudes to go sit at garage sales with her. We go the extra mile. We fully take care of our clients, so we stand out. And then they recommend us, and they want to use us.
In fact, that video testimonial, yeah, right?
Oh, dude, yes. That's the other video. You got to get testimonials, man. I've been horrible at that, but you got to get testimonials, especially video ones. Just take care of your people, man, and they'll take care. It's like, it's not magic. I mean, there's people that crush it in this business just because they consistently are kind to people. They take care of the people they do, and they do a good job. And they're not even tech savvy and current. But if you take good care of your people and you have systems and processes and you're killing it on social media, man, it's the potential in this business is just unlimited. And I don't think people realize it, Josh.
Yeah. Yep. It's like fishing with dynamite, man, for those that are committed. 100%.
Totally,
So,
totally.
I know we're going to have below the podcast here links to your YouTube channel so they can go check this out. If somebody that's watching this, because I mean, the cool thing, and those that are watching, listening right now, in addition to all the great information that Trevor shared with you, he's got a lot of great videos, that are tips for real estate agents about how to do what he's doing. And it's just free stuff that he's putting out there that is just helping agents go out there and have success with this stuff. So, number one, I mean, I highly, highly recommend that you go to his channel, subscribe to his channel, start watching his stuff. You don't have to reinvent the wheel, right? R&D, rip off and deploy. Just,
totally, man.
Hey, Trevor did exactly this, right? How can I, without plagiarizing it, like, how can I do something very, very similar? Like,
you have, right? Whoever's watching this, they have my blessing to just like copy it exactly. Unless they're,
So with all that being said, because I know you got so much great content out there. I know you got a couple different YouTube channels, plus all your social media stuff. Like, where's the best place, Trevor? If people want to, follow you, continue to stay in touch with you, continue seeing all the content that you're putting out and all the tips that you put out, like, what are the best places to do that?
I mean, the best places are Facebook and YouTube. So it's Facebook. If you type in, I think I'm facebook.com/broker ninja. So broker ninjas on Instagram and places like that. And Jones Home Broker, it's like, why that? Dude, I used to teach Final Cut Pro. You ever heard of Final Cut Pro?
Oh, no, yeah. I know I have.
Yeah, it's Edinburgh. It came out like in 2000. So I used to teach that literally in Hollywood. I was teaching people to use Final Cut Pro. And some guy comes up to me. He's like, dude, are you like a ninja? I'm like, what are you talking about, weirdo? But then my name became FCP Ninja, like for all my Twitter all the time. It was FC Final Cut Pro Ninja. But then I just kept it over, like, because I got my broker's license. So now it's Broker Ninja. Yeah. So Broker Ninja is one, find my stuff there, and Jones Home Collective, and then, just look up, so on Facebook and then on YouTube, just look up Trevor Jones Realtor or Jones Home Collective, and you'll find my stuff. I started branding it with like this kind of purple outliney things. You'll be able to find my videos pretty easily, new ones. Just look up Trevor Jones Realtor, and my channel is like me with a camera, and you'll be able to find it. Cool. I'm out there, man. Follow. And the thing is, I like sharing. I like answering questions and all that junk. Like, I always free content there. I don't have anything to sell at this point in my life. I like sharing this stuff, man. So people have questions, are welcome to hit me up. Just email me, text message me, whatever. And all my links are like, and all my videos have like my email and all that junk if people want to reach me.
Yeah, awesome. Love it. And those, again, they're watching, let's say, they'll be right below. So you can just click on those, connect with them. When you go to his YouTube channel, I'm sure you already know this, but just in case you don't, click the subscribe button, right? So then every time a video comes up, it automatically gets alerted. You can, you don't have to go out there and look for it. It makes it much more efficient for you. So definitely something that you want to do. So, yeah, man, no, I definitely appreciate you taking time to be here, man. Again, this is I'm so excited to go deep on this because it's something that's so important that we just haven't really covered heavily in the podcast. And full disclosure, full honesty, we haven't had anybody with your skill set that has taken it to the level that you have that could explain it, the way that you have. So this has been something I've been stoked about, man. So definitely excited that you were able to make it. And those that are watching and listening, I know I end every podcast with this, but information without implementation is truly just the start of delusion. Information is the power. It's taking that information, taking action on it that allows you to create the power in your life to create the life you want and deserve. And Trevor shared so many amazing pieces of advice with you guys. And again, you guys, this stuff is free or very low cost, massive, massive impact. Don't let this be one of those podcasts that you just blaze through and don't take action on. Like, if there's one podcast you're going to take action on, like, this is the shit you guys need to be dialing in 100%. So make sure that you take action. Again, below will be all Trevor's links. Connect with him on social media. Subscribe to his YouTube channel. And again, as always, thank you guys for watching and listening. And Trevor, man, it's been a lot of fun. I truly appreciate it, brother.
Thanks so much, Josh. It's great hanging out with you.
Yeah, 100%. All right, you guys, we will see you next time.